All right, I am here with the lovely Sarah. What's up, Sarah? How you doing?
Hi, I'm
Yeah,
great. How are you?
doing wonderful. So
Great.
it's December 31st, 2020. And next year we're starting 2021. So I want to talk to you about like our adult class, which you joined this past year, right? And I
Yep.
think most people in
Mhm.
2020 were just taking away things, right? Hey, I'm not going to work out. Hey, I'm not going to do this. Hey, I'm not going to do that because of all the restrictions. But you started something new, right? And maybe you had some familiarity before, but you started something new, which I think is very brave, especially as an adult starting martial arts. So, can you tell us a little bit about your background, why you decided to get involved in karate and in action karate?
Sure, absolutely. So I started my journey actually about 10 years ago, right around the time I turned 30. So at the time, I was newly single. I was out partying, living that great single life. And a close family friend of mine who became my sensei had said to me, I really think it would be a great thing for you to maybe check out a couple classes, learn a little bit of self-defense. You're out and about just to empower you, make you feel a little safer, might be good for your confidence, that sort of thing. So I started taking classes with him and I loved it. It was a style called Goju-ryu, which is a Japanese style that incorporates hard hitting with soft blocking, which is really cool. So what started as a couple classes turned into several years. Because I loved it so much. I got all the way to the point that I tested for my brown belt when I was around 36, 37-ish. But at the time I had tested for my brown belt, I was getting up there in my 30s. And my now husband and I were deciding to start a family, that sort of thing. So my journey kind of got cut short at that point because I got pregnant with my daughter, had her. You're in the throes of that new parenthood, but kind of in the back of my mind was, I really want to get back to this at some point and start training again. I really miss it. I really liked it. So that sort of fire started to burn a little brighter this year as my daughter is now 3. She's getting close to the age of starting activities. So I'd always said to myself, when she's old enough to train, I'm going to train as well again. That was kind of my goal in the back of my mind. So in the summertime, I had seen an ad through Facebook. I think we had become friends on Facebook for one of the free kids classes. So I figured, you know what, let me see where she's at. She's not quite 3 yet. Let's see how well she pays attention to it. And then that'll decide when I decide to put her into training. So we tried the class out. You and I got to talking, and I asked you about adult classes, whether you offered them. And of course, you said yes and gave me some info. But I know for myself, I was kind of hesitant at the time about starting something new. Like, hey, am I really ready for this? I'm almost 40. I'm not in the greatest shape right now that I used to be back when I was training before and able to go to the gym constantly. And I'm a mom now. I have different priorities and different things. Am I going to be able to do this? But I took a trial class, loved it from the start. Took a look. You guys offer classes multiple days of the week at different times, also some on-demand classes. So it was sort of easy to kind of finagle with the schedule and sort of get back into it and go from there without having to be super fit again and all that kind of stuff. But it's definitely the past couple months starting to train again is giving me the push to potentially get back into the gym now with the new year and start really focusing on me again a little bit. So that's that. As far as like specifics with training for me, like I said, I had that background before and loved it so much when I trained before. I was eager to get back into training. Before, the focus for me in the past was like self-defense, confidence, that sort of thing. Whereas now that I'm a mom with a lot of different roles, mom, wife, occupational therapist at work. Right now, for me, the biggest thing is my training is my me time. It's time for me to get in my own head, take that hour and just be present with my own self, doing something for myself that's not me being a mom, me being a wife, me being the therapist at work. It's me being me. So that's one difference that I'm noticing. So
So
my
sorry, if you don't mind me
go
asking.
ahead.
I think two things that prevent people from trying martial arts as an adult that you were able to get past. The first thing is their biggest fears are going to get hurt. Okay. They're
Yeah,
scared they're going to hurt, an ankle or foot or hand or whatever. But obviously that's super rare. Like knock on wood, like
it is.
super
Yeah.
rare. Okay. And the second thing is, you're probably more likely to get hurt like stepping outside on the sidewalk, like in the snow, right?
Yeah.
The second thing is their fear of being embarrassed, right? Their fear of like people are going to
Yeah.
be, I'm not going to do it right. And I think as someone like you who trained in another martial arts school first, and then being able to come to a new place takes a lot of bravery. And then as a mom, like you said, you have all these new roles, right? Because so you could have easily said, okay, that's a different part of my life, right? But you're like, no, I want to make this a big part of who I am and have time just for me, right? So
Absolutely.
you're not focusing on anyone else, not your daughter, husband, anything at your OT job, just you. So why is it important to have that
Yeah.
time just for you?
It's a good stress reliever for me. I mean, I'm working in healthcare. So there's a lot of craziness there in the hospital setting. So, and like I said, even though there's parts of just being a mom and all that kind of stuff that can be stressful. So it's nice to just put that to the side and have that stress relief, have that me time to decompress and focus on something other than those things, which are the primary focus of every day. So it's nice to get that hour a couple times a week and say, okay, time to put all that aside and just be me. Don't worry about anything else right now. Don't worry. Set it to the side and just get in my own head for a little bit. And I'm doing something healthy for myself. I'm doing the workouts. It's pushing me to get fit again and do something that's healthy for myself.
Okay, that's great. So when you leave class and you got that workout in, you sweat, you have to do all the stuff that you enjoy. How does it? You mentioned it's a stress relief. So how does it make you feel afterward?
Yeah. Of course, the stress relief is huge. That's wonderful. But also, I feel sort of empowered as I'm learning new things, learning new kata, learning new defense strategies. I love learning that kind of stuff. It's really cool. And you feel sort of accomplished learning all that kind of new stuff. So it's nice to be able to do that every couple weeks. I'm learning something new. I'm accomplishing something. I'm earning stripes. I'm earning a new belt. It's nice to have that sense of accomplishment as an adult. So
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you for
yeah,
sharing that. And I think it's really cool to keep on seeing you stack up your accomplishments, right? Keep on building
yeah.
your confidence and those good feelings that come after class. So, what would you say to someone who is maybe on the fence? Maybe they're a mom, maybe they have a lot of things going on. Maybe like the gym isn't for them, right? Maybe they've gone to the gym in the past and they're just looking for something different, right? So, what would you say to someone like that who's kind of on the fence or not sure?
Yeah, try it out. Try out a class because you guys offer, of course, virtual classes where you're able to be home, where you don't have to leave the house and come back. You can do it right in your living room. It's easy. The on-demand classes are wonderful. If there's a day where, like yesterday, where you can't make 6 o'clock class, but you can make class later or earlier. Um, Try it out. See if you like it. No harm done. So.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this. Thanks for kind of putting yourself out there. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing you continue to grow, advance in your belts, and feel super good along this process. And of course, continuing to grow as an individual outside of all those other hats that you wear outside of
Yes,
mom and wife time. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great new year, and you're a rock star. Asa.
absolutely. Asa.